Hey Canucks fans, it is Canucks game day. JT Miller will not be playing tonight, but not because of a trade-related reason. He's out week to week with a lower body injury. I'm Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Monday, February the 27th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. Thanks to all new subscribers here. We are over the 9,900 mark. Hopefully hit 10,000 in the next couple weeks or so. I'll do a 9,900 subscriber giveaway on one of my live streams this week. Haven't decided which night it'll be, but it won't be tonight because tonight's going to be busy enough. Tonight, I have Game Over Vancouver on the SDPN channel. That's with veteran broadcaster Scott Rintoul. Can't wait to have him with me, talk about the game, talk about the Canucks trade deadline hopes, talk about his new Unreeled podcast about the West Coast Express. So that's at 8:15 on the SDPN channel. 10 o'clock on the Canucks After Dark channel, me and Parker, usual Monday night gathering, and then right here on my own channel, 11:15, my own show. So hopefully you can join me for all three, if not maybe one or two, and I hope to see you tonight as long as you don't get sick of this beautiful mug on your computer screen or phone. For tonight, the Canucks will be without JT Miller. Some rumors last night that he wasn't going to be not playing, but that he might still be an attractive trade target. Some people were connecting him to the Carolina Hurricanes as teams like the New Jersey Devils, Boston, and Toronto and Tampa are all loading up. But no, he will indeed not be playing, but it's because of a lower body injury. So add him to the list of 9 Canucks players who are already injured, either on the injured reserve or the long-term injury reserve. And that is goaltender Thatcher Demko, although he might come back as early as today. It is indeed defenseman Oliver Ekman-Larsson, Travis Dermott, now Ethan Bear after taking that puck in the face on Saturday, and of course Tucker Pullman. Then forwards, you had Michael Ferland, who was out. He basically retired. There was Mikheyev, there's Pearson, and Curtis Lazar, who was added last week. So yeah, and add JT Miller to that list as well. So 9 players for the Canucks on that injured reserve list right now. Now, because of Bear going on to the injured reserve list, Noah Juleson was called out, the Abbotsford native, called out from the Abbotsford Canucks, and I'm not sure if he'll play or if it will be Stillman that gets back in and Juleson watches. So a lot of uncertainty, actually. We didn't see any lines or deep pairings come out of practice today from Dallas, but it could be Silovs, it could be Delia, it could be Demko. We don't know. We'll find out a bit later. On D, it'll be Hughes, it'll be probably Wolanin, it'll be likely Brisebois, and then Myers, and then Burrows, and then one of Stillman or Juleson. So those will be your 60. And then up front, now we have the debut of Vitali Kravtsov. So it sounds like from Dan Murphy that he'll be playing on a line with Jack Studnicka and Brock Besser. And remember, now Miller's out of the lineup. So basically, Kravtsov comes in for Miller, but Kravtsov's not a center. So I think the Canucks are going to go Pettersson, Beauvillier, Kuzmenko as their top line. Then I think, whether this is line 2 or 3, you have Studnicka between Besser and Kravtsov. Then I think your third line then becomes Ratu with Podkolzin and Garland. And then your fourth line can be Amon, Joshua, and Dries. You could flip Dries and Ratu, but I doubt it. So that's what I'm guessing how the Canucks are going to line up. But the Kravtsov will be playing with Besser and Studnicka, so we'll see. Not the most dynamic players that he's with, so we'll see how Kravtsov does in his Canucks debut. Give me your score prediction. Give me your first Canucks goal scorer. I just have a feeling that the Canucks are going to win tonight. I just have a funny feeling. I kind of wish I was in Dallas, that this game happened last Monday, then I would have stayed after speaking at that youth conference. But I'm going to go 4-2. Let's go back to Old Faithful. Let's go 4-2 Vancouver, and I'll say Kuzmenko scores the first Canucks goal. I'd love to say Kravtsov, but I'm not sure how realistic that is. So that's for tonight, and then we'll be breaking it down on all 3 shows that I'm on tonight. So let's talk about this trade deadline now that's coming up. We see Toronto made a big trade this morning to get McCabe and Lafferty from Chicago. So yeah, there was the Timo Meier trade. There was a Tanner Jeannot trade, Jack Johnson trade, some other ones as well. Of course, the Kravtsov trades. Then there was the Nico Niederreiter trade. So there's been about 6 to 8. I would say like a couple of them were blockbusters or big ones, I should say. but 6 to 8 decent sized trades, and we're only at Monday. So who knows what's going to happen before Friday. And I think the ones that you're looking at still from the Vancouver Canucks perspective are Luke Schenn, who this will be his 4th game that he's sitting out now for trade related reasons. The rumor is that they were at least close with one team, and it's kind of been up and down. So I'm sure it's frustrating for Schenn as he awaits his fate. But yes, Luke Schenn did not make the trip, so he will not be playing tonight. And then we'll see what happens for him in the next week leading up to Friday. So that's Luke Schenn. And you see all the kind of returns that are being flying around. So now I think we can get more than one asset for Schenn. I think we can get 2 or 3, depending on the strength of the asset, of course. So let's see what happens on the Luke Schenn front. Then there's always talk about Brock Besser, linked to Minnesota, linked to other teams. But people like Elliot Friedman saying that it could happen, but they, the term is going to be tricky because it's still 2 more years at $6.6 million. So that's another one to keep your eye out on. And then Frank Cervelli did an interesting one in breaking down the Toronto-Chicago trade. He's saying that Toronto may be looking to move one of Hull, Engvall, or Kerfoot. And he did say in his tweet, dedicated one line to saying he's been hearing discussions about Kerfoot to Vancouver. So could that be a Kerfoot for Schenn and then some other pieces in there? I'm not sure which way. Is that something that the Canucks might be exploring? I do think that the Canucks will be quite active this week. You know, they did the Horvat trade at the end of January, the Kravtsov trade over the weekend. I think they have 2 or 3 more trades up their sleeve. I think Luke Schenn will definitely get it traded eventually. And then maybe it's a Besser, maybe it's a Garland, maybe it's a smaller piece. But I think there's at least 1, if not 2 more trades on top of the Luke Schenn trade to look forward to. So it's gonna be a fun week. I think this channel is gonna grow with all the craziness that's gonna happen this week, and I can't wait to be with you. Starting tonight, 3 shows. Game Over Vancouver on SDPN, Canucks After Dark on Canucks After Dark, and then my own show at 11:15. And once again, thank you for getting me past 9,900 subscribers. So, as always, shout out to my sponsors, Perform and Transform Personal Training Weight Loss, Van City Experts Real Estate, and then thank you, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Justin Credible, legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. And thanks to all of you for supporting me. Always appreciate you. Never take you for granted. So, subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Leave a donation, become a member, upgrade your membership if you'd like to. And definitely leave me a comment down below. Score prediction, first Canucks goal scorer. And let me know how many trades you expect the Canucks to make between now, Monday the 27th, and this Friday's trade deadline at noon our time. It's going to be an exciting week. Looking forward to being with you throughout the week. And let's just kind of see what happens with this team. So as always, stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Enjoy the Canucks game, and I'll see you on Game Over Vancouver with Scott Rintoul after the game. God bless, and go Canucks go.